because it's been 4 years, and it's something that I wish that I was probably more consistent on when I go back, when Sarah and I go back and we want to look at old footage just to kind of see where we've come from. It's tough unless you do something like this. So I just decided to go live with it. I am limited by time a little bit. I just want to keep it to around 30 minutes max today. And I think one thing that I know is going to help me do that is that my phone is at, I think, 26%. So if this just quits, it's because my phone battery went dead. I tried to charge it. For some reason, it won't take a charge anywhere. So anyways, I think we've got some people in here. Yeah, yep. I haven't seen any chat yet, so, oh, there's a chat. Hey, hi everybody. Hey, Peter. All right, so yeah, I want to keep it quick and everything. So I'm going to go and do the walkthrough first. And this is for, mostly new people, but also for anybody else that maybe hasn't watched every single video. You get to see where we are. All right, let's flip the screen. Okay, I always kind of like to start by this door here. This is the side door. The door that we use now won't always be the door that we use, but it's the door we use now, so I think it's a good reference point. I wish I could zoom out. Maybe I can. Is it too late? Yeah, it's too late. All right, so we got big living room on the right here. It's all cleaned. Just took the time to clean it. I think most of you know, when I get between projects, I like to clean. Clears my head. So big living room. I guess for anybody really wondering, it's about 20, man, I kind of forgot now. I think it's 22 by 17, 24 by 17, something like that. 8-foot high ceilings. I like to give everybody dimensions. And then small living room. And this is more like maybe 14 by 12 or 14 by 14. This is going to be where we have our makeshift kitchen for a little while. There will be a built-in here. All Patreon people are going to get their name put on a built-in right there. Still need to order that. I'm just kind of dragging my feet on it. And it's a funny story, but the bridge is out, so I can't really get to the guy without taking a huge detour. Downstairs bathroom. Hey, Dave. Hi. You always say hi. Downstairs bathroom. Probably my favorite room so far. The floors are not laid in here yet. That's just plywood. I'm going to try not to answer questions as I go, but every now and then I can't help myself. No Christmas tree in this house, Peter. This is just a storage room for now. We can use the bathroom, obviously, and the in-floor heat's nice. That's all on. So anybody new, this bathroom is done with all salvage material. The only thing that I bought, I guess, new would be the sheetrock, but everything else we got either used or salvaged or whatever. Oh, let's turn the light off. Otherwise, I can't yell at my kids every time they don't. Become a hypocrite. So here's your hallway. I put a lot of thought into this hallway. 3 awesome big doors. Each closet's probably 2 foot by 3 foot. That's old bleacher material in there. We just wanted to keep it simple. This will be some exposed stone that we have. Love that we could do that. I wish I could have done more, but it's kind of hard to heat a house in upstate New York if you have exposed stone like that. And then, obviously back to the main living room. And I do always do this on a walkthrough. I always explain this real quick. Right now, this is how we go over to the apartment, the other side of the house. That will be our kitchen. dining room, and then the upstairs will be our master bedroom, bathroom, and an office. So that's how we get over there now. But someday this will be a built-in, and then this will be the door that goes over to that side. So just, I always explain that. People will still ask, but that's okay. We'll go upstairs next. Take my shoes off, you know. The upstairs is a lot closer. This is the portion that we had to do here to break through to the other side. You know, this used to be a wall just like this, all the way across, slant, all the way up. So we opened it all up, supported it, and made what will be a hallway to our door to our master bathroom and bath, you know, everything I just said, office, stuff like that. This laundry room, that is a, what's that called? A drip pan, I guess, for the washing machine over there. That's plumbed right to the basement. So this is where the dryer and washing machine will go. Sarah wanted it on the second story because it's just easier for kids to drop their laundry off and for Sarah to get it taken care of. She does most, if not all, the laundry. So upstairs bathroom. Oh, look at that weirdo. And that's pine shiplap there. Marble columns. This is subway tile. Showers 42-inch by 42-inch. Nice big deep tub. Marble all around that, subway tile. We went as deep as we could, I think, on this bathroom. The granite on the floor is 16 by 16, and that's got in-floor heat. It's really nice. It's just crazy how warm it is, and I was not a big believer. Hey, Mike. Was not a big believer on in-floor heat until I did it. Now I just don't know how anybody builds a house nowadays, new house, and doesn't do it. It's just amazing. Someone was asking me about this, so I'm going to add it in here real quick. They saw something on Instagram. They saw that little door, so they asked about it. Yeah, that's my access to the attic space. It's 12 inches by maybe 27 inches or so. And all I got to do is I push that panel up, and there's a little chute, and it's all spray foamed and everything, and I can get up and in there if I need to. But, you know, there's really no need to go up there. But I did want to leave access. Okay, so bedroom number 1 is the one center of the screen right now. This is Elspeth's bedroom. This, all the bedrooms are about the same. We're going to call them 13 by 14 or so. Hers is a little different because it's got the slant all on the left. I did finish her closet. I don't have any film of this. Long story short, I just kind of stopped recording for a little while. I had to take a break from it. But this is her closet, and those shelves there are all cedar. The bottom one, a lot of thought went into this. The bottom one is about 12 inches off the floor, and it's 18 inches deep. And then there's a 15-inch gap, and then this one's 10 inches deep. I may do more, but we need to put poles in here for clothes yet, and we didn't want the poles to interfere with the closet. So this is where we are right now. It looks like a sauna. That's okay. Oh, okay, so yeah. This is, look at this. I've had four screws popped on this sheetrock. And I don't think there's anything that's wrong necessarily. I just noticed it's got a little bit of movement to it. I think I just need to put some more screws in that and then remud the screw holes, which is easy. I just found that surprising. Oh man, it's like not focusing or something. Okay. Every room has an accent wall. That's just old salvaged lumber from a barn that I sanded by hand and put in there. The ceilings, if you're wondering, are 8 foot high. And then each room has a 8-inch heat duct that comes in from the attic space. So that's how the upstairs is heated. Forced air from the boiler. Hey Raymond, you probably got pummeled with snow. I think you're downstate where you guys just got a lot. Hope you're okay with that. Snow really isn't very much fun. All right, so this is like your landing, I guess. I don't know, hate to call it a hallway, but it's more of a landing. Little bench, which always has stuff on it. I can pretty much never show what's in there. It's just a little cedar-lined bench. So this is gonna be a little reading nook. I'm thinking about doing quite a bit of bookshelves through here, maybe. We'll see. Hey, Kim, Merry Christmas. I hope everything went well with you, the girls. I heard you got a new job. Congratulations. Okay, so this is bedroom number 2. Back up slightly. Bedroom number 2. This is Jace's room. And same 14 by 14. His has got this old window with the vaulted ceiling. And he does have a built-in bookshelf. Elspeth is going to have a bookshelf in her bedroom. It's not going to be a built-in bookshelf. Okay. Accent wall. His is oiled, if you noticed. It's a little darker. And then his closet, for those of you that maybe didn't see the last video or so. No, nobody got Jace a drum set for Christmas, but I will take a break here just to do this. He did get a violin, and he wanted a violin for, now I'm not joking, 6 or 7 months. So we got him one, and I had to keep it at the office. And then when we put all the Christmas presents, which my kids didn't get a lot, they each got 5 gifts. I'm not going to explain, I guess, how we chose that, but it's 5 gifts. It's like one thing you need, one thing you want, one thing you make, one thing you share. Don't know the next one. But anyways, the want for him was the violin. And we hid it in the pantry. So he opened all his presents and he's like, I think maybe you guys forgot something. So then I went and grabbed the violin and he got really excited. So yeah, he got a violin. And Lily got a keyboard. And then she also got a different tool, flute type thing. It has a fancy name. An ocaramba or something like that, where you blow into it. And then Ellie got a harmonica. So yes, we're starting a bluegrass band, basically. Yeah, so Jace's closet. I'm gonna call it 1806 Bluegrass. He's got some shelves on the side here. Fancy, cool shelf up top. Yeah, his closet door is really nothing too special. It's that was in the house when we bought it. These louver doors, I cut them to fit. No lessons. There's really not too many people around here I think we can get lessons from. We're in pretty remote. Yeah, an ocarina. Yeah. See, you guys keep me straight, I'll tell you. Okay, so going across now. This is bedroom number 3. I'm doing good on time and everything, I think. 13 minutes, and I've got 20% battery left, so we're doing good. I couldn't make a secret cubby, sorry. Yeah, and his closet's too small. We'll see what we can do for him in the future with something like that. So bedroom number 3 is Lily's bedroom. I'll show you her door. This door was such a pain. Oh, see, look at that. It's hitting down in the bottom. I haven't fixed that yet. It's a little tighter right now than usual. It's very, very tight. I need to cut it back so there's some air movement. Just haven't done that. Okay, so bedroom number 3. Sticky door bedroom is what we're calling it. Just like Jace's. Vaulted ceiling. Big workspace. Built-in bookshelf. And then, wish this was wide angle, but Oh, this is good that you get to see what the wall looks like half oiled and half not oiled. There's your difference. If you like the oil, hit the thumbs up. If you like the non-oil, hit the thumbs up, and then we'll see who likes what more. Sometimes it's nice to show views. I had a little bit of a fire going. This will be a lot more of a field someday. And then her closet, as most of you know from the last video, is done now. Sarah took the time to paint everything, which takes forever. Nice painted pink closet. Did some fancy marble run molding down here, and then these were a little tricky. Oh, my kids made it says Ichabod. They're really into the Legends of Sleepy Hollow book for some reason. So they're always pretending to be Ichabod and different characters, Bronn from the book. I don't know. Yeah, these were tricky. So these are slanty a little bit. And then these are flat. And then, as you know, she's got a little hiding nook down in here. And I had to keep that like accessible. But then, you know, so it's not super fluent, but it's okay. And then some people notice this. This is a necessary evil in a house where you have access to the shower head from the bathroom. You know, this is perfect, really. Ended up in a closet. Someone said that's an awkward place for it. And I'm like, no, there would be an awkward place for it. This is a perfectly planned, overthought place for it. And we needed a door. So what it is this wood here. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get that back on with one hand, I don't think. Oh, just deal with me for a second here. Oh, we'll do that later. This door here is the same wood that we used for the ceiling, and what it is I had it all piled in the house, and at some point Lily was here working with me, and she wrote the word love on it. And so I found it when I was making this ceiling, and I decided just to, you know, cut the piece out. I didn't want to sand it off, and then I ended up using it for the little door in her closet. That's the story. All right, good time. 17 minutes, only got the basement left. We'll have some times for some questions here. I like to point this out. This right here, this is the oldest wood that we found in the house. It was on the floor in this corner of the house. And you could see where everything else was ripped out, but somehow this was still there. I'm thinking this could be original floorboards from the original house. So we put it in the stairway. And I wrote on the back of some of these that it's original flooring from the house. Hopefully that guilts somebody into keeping it or doing something with it, you know, because if we ever sold this house, you know, like people are going to like just rip that out, and it just crushes me to think that might happen. Okay, so basement entrance. It used to be on a wall that was over here. You'd go down and then turn and then go down. I wanted to have it more, I guess, easy access straight down. And we have a really cool, huge 27-inch wide door that's going to go right in here, match the rest of the doors. So that will look awesome. And imagine if I fell down the stairs live and was hurt or something. I'd be like, please call 911. Imagine that's happened. Ugh. So here's your boiler. It kind of looks like a mess up and through here, but it won't be when we're done. But that's a 5-zone boiler. It's hooked to a propane thing here. It's I think it's 150,000 BTU boiler. Gives you 2 normal zones, 3 in-floor heat zones. Yeah, 302 calls to 911. That would get them here quick, eh? We did do a new electrical panel box. We had 150 amp service Now we have a 200 amp service. And I don't want to turn too quickly. Another thing, some people love the mechanical. I mean, I really like the mechanicals of a house, so I like to explain it. And then this is a new Sterling water softener. It does take salt. It's a little annoying, but it's a very good, efficient system. We only have to put 1 bag of salt in it probably every 4 months or so, and it keeps the water nice and soft for that boiler. Otherwise, I'd be buying a new boiler every 4 years. Yeah, I knew, Raymond, that you were an RN, but you're a ways away from me, man, if I'm bleeding out. Okay, this right now is the basement shop, but it won't always be the basement shop. I get that question a lot. I don't really plan on being, let's talk. I don't really plan on being a woodworker in the future. We got all these tools because we needed them for the house. I'm thinking that when the house is done, I'll probably sell them because I just don't need tools like this. Unless I really find a love for woodworking, which maybe that could happen. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But for now, this is just a shop for the house. Planer. Oh, this is something else we did. We get some questions on this. This is a huge 120-gallon holding tank for our cold water. It comes in from the well through a pipe right over in there. And usually in a house, you might have a 30-gallon tank. And then in the 30-gallon tank, you're only going to actually have 17 gallons of storage, where we went with a 120-gallon tank. So we have, I think it's 90 gallons of storage, which is pretty cool. Overkill, I know, but I had this huge cement slab that was already there, and I was like, it fits. And really, something like that isn't much more expensive than a 30-gallon. So, where did you get the beautiful stained glass door for the closet? We bought 2 of them at a secondhand, antique store. $100 for 2 of them. So yeah, so table saw. This is really cool. This is like an old, I think it's like a dry cellar or maybe a root cellar. Quite big. I mean, this is a big trash can. You can kind of get some dimensions here. It's big. Air filtration system, which people always tell me clean the filter out. Look, it's clean. And, obviously, this is a dust collection thing. Little workbench. It's just a horizontal space for me to stick stuff. Bandsaw, jointer, you know the drill. Oh, this floor here, we did. If you didn't watch it, you should watch those videos. I dug all this dirt out, like 10 or 12 inches, and we put down in-floor heat, insulation, all that jazz. So this side of the basement is heated, and it's nice. These are new socks I just got for Christmas yesterday. They're like the only socks I have right now that don't have holes in them. I'm going to point this out now. Someone asked about this concrete, did it crack? And I said, find me concrete that hasn't cracked, because it's impossible. Concrete cracks. It's like a plumber. So I do have a crack, and it's somewhere right around in here, and it goes this way. And then, so this is 4,000 PSI concrete with the fiberglass additive and mesh. And it's 4 inches thick. Still cracked. Can't help it. Okay, and then, whatever. I built these shelves. They're cool. Very, very useful, as you can see. I really want to do more all through this whole wall, honestly. I just don't think you can have enough shelves. You really can't. And then this is the walkout for the basement. I've been using it today. You can see my trail. So that's it. Oh, let's explain this too. This is the air handler that works off of my boiler. Has a hot line that comes over to it. There's a coil inside there and a blower. And when the upstairs calls for heat, it sucks air in from my stairway and it heats the upstairs. So that's cool. It's just a way to get forced air hydronically. I hope that word's the real word that you're supposed to use there. Hydronically. Yeah, and then what I can do is I can put a different type of coil in there too and make that air conditioning. so I can air condition the upstairs bedrooms if we want to. But I will be honest that the house, because it's so insulated, there's 3 inches of foam on the walls and 5 inches of foam on the ceilings, and then we did 5.5 inches of rock wool insulation on all the walls and ceilings and stuff. So it's really tight, and I really don't think that we need to pay for air conditioning just because it just stays really nice. I want to share this with you because I'm seeing it. Look at this. Andre, June 3rd, 1974, he did this pad, which is cool. I wish you would have done both sides, Andre, but, you know, I guess because you didn't do both sides, I was able to put in-floor heat on the other side, so thanks for being lazy. I'm sorry, Andre. You're probably not lazy. That's 1974. I'm pretty sure Andre was probably just the construction guy that did the work, because I know the family that lived here in the 70s. They also are the ones that did a lot of work in the late 60s. They're the ones who gutted most of the plaster and lath out of the house and put all paneling and wood and stuff like that. So Andre probably was a worker that did that. I'm gonna try to hook you up to this tripod very gracefully, as you could tell. Okay, so we're at 26 minutes. I really wanted to keep it around 30. And I think, I mean, I don't know how much battery life I have, but I'm gonna guess that it's probably, it's gonna be crooked. It just is what it is. Oh my God, it's really crooked. I don't think I can handle that. I'm starting, my eyes twitching. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so maybe some questions. I mean, if you want me to show you something in particular that I just missed, I can. But any questions, I can stick around here for maybe 3 to 10 minutes or until my phone dies. How's that sound? There's always some questions, though I haven't seen one yet. And, oh, this makes it easier. Put the question in bold. My Christmas tree? There's no Christmas tree. No Christmas tree here. We actually have one downstairs. Where are we located? We're in upstate New York, but that can get construed sometimes for anything north of the city is what people call upstate New York, which is, you know, my opinion, not true. We're in northern New York. We're really close to Canada. Anticipated finish date, that's good. So no, we always said that it would take 5 years, and it's 4 years this month. And you know, honestly, it could be another year to do the floor and the trim and the windows, though I don't think it would take a full year. So somewhere between 4 to 5 years, and no specific date. I don't know. I think the only people that have specific dates are the ones that are paying other people to do the work, and that's part of like a contractor's thing, right? Like, I'll do it for this much and I'll be done by May. We're not like that. I think I missed some questions, I'm sorry. A swimming pool? No, I'm not huge on swimming. Yep, the tenant's still there. Usually I can hear him playing electric guitar. He's really good. I haven't heard him lately, but he is there, yep. Christmas, Ian Lucas, that's interesting. I have a friend named Ian, and then my name's Lucas. Christmas was okay. I don't want to get into why it wasn't amazing. You know, I think we all understand that COVID is kind of ruining everything. So we had a little bit of an issue with my family, and we couldn't get together like we always do. So we FaceTimed each other and that sort of thing. And so yeah, it wasn't great, but it is what it is, right? When will, and then nothing, Scott. Didn't. Where do I work? I work for the federal government. Very small agency. We do loans and grants for municipalities, rural municipalities, and we help people on their houses, you know, like people that can't just find a contractor and pay for it out of pocket. We have programs where we can help them out. It's a good program. For those of you that are weird about government agencies and spending money, which a lot of people are, we're small. We only have 60 employees for all of New York State or so. We used to have a lot more than that, and we are very good with taxpayers' money. We help a lot of people every year, so it's a really good program. Really believe in it. And again, I rambled on too far, and then all the other questions disappeared. I'm trying to wear more Milwaukee stuff, so maybe they'll sponsor me. Do I have pets? Yes, actually. I wish I didn't. My cats are crazy. I have 2 cats, and right now we put them on an all-meat diet, and we put additives in the meat so they get all their vitamins, but they have sensitive stomachs, and they have to be on an all-meat diet. But anyways, since doing that, they have become like crazy, and they'll eat anything. So long story short, my sister made filled cookies, and it's an old recipe from my grandmother that's passed away. My grandpa, it's his wife. My grandma passed away a little while ago. And so every year since, my sister makes her filled cookies, which was actually her mother's filled cookie recipe. We have a little cutout my sister has it, of the countertop that my grandma made these cookies on. So anyways, I got the cookies, and that's like the one thing to look forward to for Christmas. And I ate half of them, so don't feel too bad for me, but I left the other half in the box. And last night, the cats got into the box of filled cookies and knocked them on the floor. And my dog probably is the one that actually ate them, which there are some raisins in there. So we had to do the whole peroxide, make him puke, look at his puke, and then charcoal treatment. I mean, animals are such a pain in the butt. I honestly think it's easier to raise children. They're better with the communication. So yeah, that's one of many pet stories I could tell you. Surgery? My cat had surgery, if that's what you're asking. Yes, when I first got my cat, I don't want to talk too much about my cat, but when I first got my black cat, I fought so hard to get that because Sarah didn't want a cat. And the first thing he did is eat dental floss. And I had to get him a surgery to save his life because he was losing weight. He was going to die. And that's why his intestines is a lot smaller than it should be. And that's why he has to be on the all meat diet. So now you know everything about my animals. Yeah, the beams are amazing. Yeah, so that's one of the first things I did was sand those beams. It's kind of funny. I prioritized that really high on my list. It's like I want to see what the beams look like. Sanded them and oiled them. They're probably due for another oil treatment, actually. They've kind of toned down a little bit. College, yeah, I went to college. I have a 4-year degree in business, which came in handy because we owned a restaurant for a while. The next step, well, that's a good question. I kind of didn't know, so I just came here and cleaned. But next step is I'm going to finish the 3 windowsills that need to be finished, and then we are going to do the wood on the inside of the windows down here, downstairs. And we have to figure out kind of how we're gonna do that because there's some options. And then once the windows are framed out, then we are going to start trimming the upstairs first. And then I'm going to do the floor down here, which is gonna be, I'm gonna put down another layer of 1/2-inch plywood. So we're gonna have 3/4 inch plywood, 1/2-inch plywood, and then we're gonna do 3/4 inch maple for the floor. And then I can do the trim down here. And there's some little stuff in there, obviously, that needs to be done too. In between there, like doors that need to be put in and stuff like that. But that's the plan. And then once I have this floor done and the trim, and I mean, at that point, I feel like it would be done. So. Someone just said something about, my question is, can you stop insulting your work because you're doing an awesome job? So I don't mean to insult my work. When I say like, I'm not a carpenter, I get the comment a lot. So it's not just you here. I'm not singling you out here. I just say I'm not a carpenter because I'm not a carpenter. And there's a lot of people that can do a lot of amazing work out there. So I think it's just me being honest, and that's okay. I'm not putting myself down. I think that the house is turning out great, but I also am a realist, and I say it how it is. So there are a lot of mistakes here, Crinkle. So if you came here and looked around, you would see the mistakes. On camera, you really don't see them because I don't show you a lot of them, and you just can't see it. Like, you can't see this little spot up in here, very well. So don't take it as me insulting myself. Just take it as, I'm just being honest. Just being honest. And that's okay. If I walked around here, and been like, everything's perfect, I'm amazing, I don't think that would be, one, how I am, and two, very much fun to watch. Know-it-alls are not fun to watch. Well, yes, Kendra. So now Kendra just throws the wrench. She's like, no, I've been there. It's nice. Yeah, a dog like mine does keep me on my toes. He's an Irish Border Collie. So he's very, very hyper, and we, have to play with him quite a bit. Yeah, little mistakes are fine. Yep. Never said they weren't. It's just a fact of reality. You're very familiar with my area. Dun, dun, dun. Plans for kitchen? No real plans yet. So that other side of the house, the apartment side, I've only been over there literally like 7 times. So it's really hard for me to have plans until I get over there. And honestly, until I gut it and see what the structure looks like and see my only plan is I really want to turn the outside outhouse that's attached to the house. I'd like to put a door and insulate it and make that part of the house. So that's kind of a plan. I'd like to put a front porch on the house. That's a plan. Back porch on the house over there. That's a plan. We know we're going to spray foam it. We know we're going to do in-floor heat. I already have the granite for the kitchen floor. So I guess those I have plans for, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, just because I haven't been over there enough to really figure it out. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, so and then as far as looks go, on Instagram, I put a picture of Bolt Castle, their kitchen, and we really like that look where it doesn't have a lot of uppers. You use kind of furniture as far as storage goes. You don't have a lot of uppers. And it's big enough over there to where I think we can do 2 islands. We may make the islands movable, or at least one of them movable. So we'll see. Anything I say about that kitchen really is subject to change. Hardwood flooring other than kitchen, and are you doing hardwood flooring? So the only hardwood flooring that we're doing from here is probably the downstairs of the stone house is going to be maple flooring, and the kitchen's going to be granite. Just said that. The upstairs of the other side of the house is going to be more bleacher material. We have more bleachers for that. No deadlines. No. It's funny, I get that question a lot, and I'm really consistent with the answer. It's so easy to answer that because it's like, no, you can't. When you're working, when you're doing it yourself, you can't really have deadlines. I think the only people that DIY and have deadlines are probably the ones that also borrowed the money directly from the bank. So then the bank says, you have 1 year or 6 months or whatever it is, you have this much time to get that work done. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem with this loan. And I'm not doing that, so I don't, no deadlines. I work weekends, and sometimes I just sweep a floor, and sometimes I get a whole bunch of stuff done. Yeah, I do like the way the bleachers turned out, and we plan on doing it the same exact way. That way the whole upstairs is the same, and it will really help make it seem like 2 spaces have become 1. Because the addition has never really been part of the stone house. The addition has always been separate. It's a separate meter. It's always been an in-law, what's it called? An in-law suite. That's the way it was built, at least. That was Yeah, and then it's always been an apartment. Yeah, making everything cohesive is important. Moving in, Scott, I don't know. I guess, like, say we were able to finish the house in 8 months from now. If we finish the house in 8 months, and then we probably will move into the stone side, and then I'm gonna take some time to fix up our other house and sell that, and then we'll probably start the kitchen side. But as you can see, I didn't really give too much time frame wise there because you just don't know. And someone had a good question. Oh, how do you make budgets for your projects? So that's a good question, Stephanie. So we do everything out of pocket. And what I mean by that is I get paid, or we might sell something, and then we basically save as much money as possible. We save everything. And then as I need material, I hopefully have enough money in savings to buy it. Or if I need a tool, or if I need something like, anything, obviously, we use our savings. And so budget, so I think when most people say budget, they say, hold on, power mode. I have $10,000 to do my living room, and then you budget the flooring, whatever you're gonna do, you budget that, and you try to keep your budget at $10,000. I have not done that at all. I have never capped myself for a room or for anything. I just don't think it's sensible for my situation. If I can finish this living room for $1,000 and make it look really good and have it be strong and functional, then I will. I'm not gonna say, well, I got a $10,000 budget, so I'm gonna get, oak flooring because I can spend that. For me, I'm doing maple in here because we have a lot of old sugar maple trees, and I think it'd be cool to have a maple floor because I have these big maple trees. That will make sense to some people, but it will also make zero sense to others. And maple, if you're not aware, I guess it's a really good hardwood as far as being like scratch proof. Like it's right up there with oak as far as being like really strong. Done this all and it worked out. Yeah, I think the reason why I seem like, why I seem like such a genius when it comes to like the house and the budget and stuff like that is like, I just take my time. Like, anybody really paying attention, like I have not spent a lot of money recently on materials, and it's because I'm saving money. I'm saving money because I know the plywood or the wood that I put on the insides of these windows is gonna be expensive. You're talking like $1,500, $1,800 or so, and that's expensive. And then we also have some projects in the spring that we're gonna be doing outside that are gonna be expensive. So I'm saving my money right now. And so I'm doing things like, sanding the floors upstairs, oiling the floors, doing the closets with the lumber I already have. So I'm not spending a lot of money right now. A lot of sweat equity. That's a good saying. I saw some other questions in bold, so I'm gonna go back. While you work on the other side of the house, what will serve as master bedroom? That's a good question. Me, Sarah, and Ellie will be sharing Elspeth's room until the other side gets done. And I know I'm gonna get the question probably time frame for the other side of the house. I don't know. I think that's gonna go a lot faster, and I'm really hoping that I can demo it, get it insulated, and build it back up, get it finished. I'm hoping I can do that, honestly, 1.5 to 2 years. And I hope it's sooner than that, but I am a realist when it comes to time. But because I'm gonna be living on the stone side, and all I gotta do is walk through that door, I think I'll probably work a lot more consistently on the house, and I should be able to get it done realistically a lot quicker. But that side of the house is 11 to 1,300 square foot, where the stone side is 1,800 square foot. So if you just had to look at it like that much space takes X amount of time, geez, it could end up being another 3 or 4 years, but I just don't think that's the case because I'll be working so much, faster. Yeah, I can. Much faster. So yeah, at 45 minutes, I think I'm down to 10% on my phone. Our current house is about 6 miles away or so. Not too bad. It's no turns. I just get on the main road and you can 6 miles and you're there. How much notice? We have an agreement that I'm gonna give him 6 months notice, and though I may give him more if I can. We're pretty cool with each other. I'm not gonna just, kick him out. Plans for fire safety, escape ladders. Yeah, I think we are gonna do something like that. We're definitely gonna have drills and everything like that, and smoke detectors. What are they called? Fire extinguishers and whistles. Like a little fire kit in each room. A strobe light, things like that. The thing with those ladders is, I think it's good to have. It's probably better to have a ladder than to not to have a ladder. We might do ropes with knots, so you can climb down that. And it's important to practice, because if you haven't noticed, like one of those ladders that you throw out your window, it's like those ladders that they have at the fairs that you're trying to climb on and people always fall. Like they're really, really dangerous, really difficult. But yeah, we do have plans for that. I think anybody should have plans for fire safety and things like that. Yeah, I agree that the tenant's important. It's great to have him here, and he's more or less like a 6'3" watchdog. He takes really good care of the place. And usually, like I said before, I can hear him playing guitar, so it saves me from having to play Pandora. He's really good. He's fun to listen to. Square footage. My current home, that's a good question. Current home is 1,400 square foot. So we're coming into a much bigger home here. But when Sarah and I got the current home, it was just her and me, and it worked fine. But now, family of 5 with 3 crazy animals, we need more space. And, not to mention the violin, the keyboard, all that too. We need more soundproofing and space. It's getting crazy. Thank you. Happy holidays to you too. I think that should do it. I talked a little bit longer here, but it's at the end of the video. So anybody who hates Yip Yap can just, they just signed off. They're not even watching right now. They've already signed off. So this will be known as the 4-year walkthrough, 4-year update. It's been 4 years. I wish I could say that it's gone by really quickly and stuff, but it hasn't. It hasn't. It's been a lot of work. Some stress, some anguish. But it is what it is. You can't put yourself in a situation like I've put myself into and then complain and regret, right? Like we knew what this was gonna be, and I think we've made it pretty far, and I think we've gotten here fairly easily. Yeah, I think the tenant, I don't know what his plan is, but he wants his own space, and I don't think he'd be able to live in a tiny house, to be honest. I think he needs more space than that. Yeah, this video I'll definitely leave live. Someone just asked that because they might have missed the beginning. Good question. Acres. The house only has, I think it's about 4 acres, but we're hoping that we can get more in the future. And someone just said, I can't believe you don't have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Me too. I can say that my channel is old. We used to vlog, and this was probably 10 to 12 years ago now. We used to vlog, and those videos were terrible. And so I think my channel got buried in the YouTube algorithm, to be honest with you. And so that it is what it is. YouTube, they don't share my videos very often. I've never had a video go off for very many views, and you know, whatever. Yeah, would it be cooler if we had more subscribers? I don't know, to be honest with you. Sometimes I wish that I had less, to be honest, and it was like a smaller knit group of people that I can really get to know. And I mean, I know a lot of you by name and picture, and I can remember your stories and your comments from before, but I would be able to connect better with less people. And then when a channel gets too big, you know, you start getting a lot of negativity, and I think that ruins a lot of YouTubers. I think it really does, because they'll get caught up on the 4 or 5 negative comments, and they lose track of the 4,000 positive comments. So, yeah, I think whatever size it is, it's perfect. Why did you not keep a fireplace or two? Well, we don't like fireplaces, for one. They're annoying. We've burned wood our whole life in our current house. I burned wood at my parents' house before that. So cutting firewood, burning firewood, it's a mess. It's smoky. It's not very efficient. The only thing that a firewood is good for is ambiance. And to be clear, I guess too, this house didn't have any fireplaces. Somebody already removed them before me, and I'm certainly not going to add a fireplace. We have the propane boiler because propane is efficient, it's clean, it's safe, and it's easy. Yeah, so sorry, I don't mean to poop all over fireplaces. I'm sick of burning wood. Cutting 30 cord of wood every year, or buying 30 cord of wood and stacking it and then burning it. I mean, there's no great ambiance about that. I enjoy your videos, very inspiring. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. I never know what a video is going to be like when I start a video, so I'm glad that they come across like that. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I mean, that's why we're doing it. We really like sharing this process. I didn't really know what it was going to be, and I still don't know how it's going to end. Could have some mental breakdown 2 years from now. Yeah, so what do you think? Was this good? Sometimes when I go live, I seriously just black out and I don't remember anything that we've talked about. And I go back and I'll watch it and I'll be like, oh, I didn't even... No, I'm not going to make kitchen cabinets. Good question. That's way beyond my skill level. We may have kitchen cabinets made from the Amish, which would be great. This was good. Good. It's good enough. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we don't really want a fireplace. We don't want any kind of fireplaces. A lot of people add them to their house for ambiance, but like I said, I don't care to have that. I think it's just the way I've been brought up. It's like a fireplace for me is just a source of heat, and it's not an efficient source of heat, and it's a dirty source of heat, and it's annoying when your fireplace goes out and then the wind blows and you get backdraft. I hate it. It's so annoying. Master bedroom was explained earlier in the video, so you can definitely check that out. There's definitely going to be a master, just to be short with the question, but yeah, definitely. And it's about time that Sarah and I have our own space. I answered that when we're going to start the other side. So this is good. We answered a lot of questions. You can go back and watch this talking portion. Yeah, exactly. If power goes out, technically my boiler doesn't still work without power because of the pumps, but it's very easy to hook up a generator and run the pumps. So it's an easy way. Yeah, when power goes out, obviously a wood stove is like the best thing to have, but for those few times that the power goes out, it does not offset the amount of work and anguish that goes into burning wood. I mean, anybody that really burns wood, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a great heat, like it puts out heat, but you know, if a fireplace or a wood stove is like 40% efficient. So all the wood you're burning, you're only getting 40% of your heat from it, where my boiler is 97% efficient. That's just way better. Yeah, we'll definitely have a fire pit outside. Definitely. Man, that turned into a little bit of a fireplace rant, didn't it? Moonshine. Ugh. So, oh, my knees. Oh, my knees. I love reading comments, and then I know I've watched some live videos where people are just staring blankly at the screen, and I just did that for probably 10 seconds, but comments are great. Okay, it's never easy to say goodbye. It's never easy to say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for motivating me, guys. I didn't do a video last week, and I'll tell you right now, it's because I was discouraged a bit with YouTube. I'm not going to get into it. I just was, and I don't know. I needed to take a break, and I did. And but I'm fired up again. I'm good. I'm back. I'm making videos. Got some ideas for some stuff. But thank you. I appreciate it. I really, truly do. And I go live a lot because it's easier for me to convey how I feel to you guys live. When I know that I'm recording myself, it's terrible. I'm way better at this. I'm way better at this two-way conversation. So thank you. I appreciate you guys. I need you. I need your support. I really do. And thanks for hanging out with me for an hour. I'm glad my phone didn't die. And I guess I'll just see you next time I either post a video or go live. So it's always awkward too hitting this. I don't know how to end the conversation. So.